Hey guys, it's Key and it's Key Live Trading. Thanks for tuning into another video. So in this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to use the ascending trend line. So most traders use the ascending trend line to give them an idea of what's the trend of the specific stock that they're watching at the current moment. And also you can use it for support and resistance. For me, I use it religiously almost every trade that I make. So before I make any trade, I always set my ascending trend line so I have an idea of what the stock might do next. And you can use it for, to get a better advantage in the stock market, just period. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do it, and in the comment section, tell me if you guys use it. Tell me if you guys believe in it, and if you guys don't, leave it in the comment section. All right, let's just jump in on looking at some charts. So here we are. We're looking at one chart. This is DNAA, and we're going to show you how to basically draw the ascending trend line. So as you can see, I already have a trend line here drawn. So it is very simple. When you're drawing a trend line, the more that the line is being touched, the more stronger it is. So as you can see, you could start from right here at the top of this wick, and then you reach and make it touch the second wick, which is right here, and then you draw it all the way across. As you can see, it's not fully clear over here. It didn't touch it, but it went over it a little bit. But as you can see, it started to fail. So the ascending trend line, or overall all trend line, is not a space that's going to always hit, but it's going to give you a sense of the area that it might hit, and then either be affected by it, either negatively or positively. So in this case, if you're looking to trade this with the ascending trend line, you will look for probably a possible either short, a quick scalp short. So as soon as the ascending trend line touched this line, the price action touched this line, it starts to retrace back. And as you can see, the next leg up, it went past it, and then the second candle went past it as well, but you start seeing some weakness. You got a doji candle, meaning indecision, and then it started retracting back. So it started to fail. So you can possibly take these little scalp shorts in the long run. So if you see two key areas, so you got a key area here where you started the trend line, then you have a second one here. So say if you missed this trade, say you was trying to get a short and you missed this trade, you can wait till the price action actually get back to this trend line and tap it, and then possibly take a short entry, right? You can also do the ascending trend line on the bottom as well to give you a channel. As you can see, it's almost perfect to a T. Price action went up, tapped this ascending trend line, came back down a little bit, tapped it again, and tapped right here on this ascending. This will be the support, and then this will be ascending resistant. So ascending resistant and ascending support. So it bounced off support and bounced all the way back to resistant. From resistant, it came right back down to support. Now then, if you're trying to go long, you'll do the opposite. You'll wait till the price action tap the ascending resistant trend line, and go right back to the support, a supporting trend line. And then you could possibly take a trade to potentially go back and retest this. It doesn't mean it's gonna go back here, right? And the more that it touch, the more stronger it is, and you could possibly make a trade, right? Now the thing is, now let's check out another one before I continue. We're gonna check out another one. Let's try this stock. No, sorry. I'm gonna use Kirk. We're gonna use anyone. We're gonna use this one right here. As you can see, this one visually isn't an uptrend. But if you want to be certain and you need that extra confirmation, you can draw and use a ascending trend line. As you can see, look at this. It came to a T. And let's extend this to the left. Right here. You started the trend line right here. Price action came down. Retest that trend line. Fail. Came back down. It didn't touch it here or came close. But price action gradually came up and retest that same ascending resistant trend line, right? You could do the same thing as in support, ascending support trend line. We can either start from here and do it like this. This is one. That's one. You could do another one from here. That's two. So you start from the key point right here, hit right here, bounced up, and actually broke through it, right? So as you can see, just let's start from over here on this side, right? So say price action came down, you came down here, the price action came and hit that support, came back up. When price action come back to the same support, ascending support, you could potentially get a trade and then take that ride all the way back up to that resistant, the resistant ascending trend line. And as you can see, it came back down, and what it did, it broke through. Once price action break through the line, that means the trend line is invalid. So this is why you would start drawing a new one based on the original broken one. So this line right here, let's change the color. Let's change the color to, let's call it, let's say green. Hopefully that look fine. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna make it a little bit more thicker. Let's just use this. It might be a little bit too thick, but yeah. So it bounced, start from here. Price action went up, retested that same support trend line, went all the way back up to the resistant trend line, and then finally price start consolidating and break through. Now this support trend line, ascending trend line, is invalid. So you take it off, delete it, and start a new one. You start from the same point, and wherever the new lower low is, you start it right here. Now you look for it, and as you can see, price action came down to it, tested a couple times, tested one time, and tested two times, tested three times. You got a little pop, but it was still weak. And then finally it broke through it, came back up, retested it, and came back down. Now this is invalid. So now that whole trend is invalid. So it won't be any point of trying to look for an uptrend until you can actually draw a trend line in a uptrend direction, right? So like I said, guys, let me know in the comment section if you guys use trend line in your trading. For me, I use it almost every single day. I use it on the 1 minute, I use it on the 5 minute, and you can also use it on the daily. Let's see. Hopefully we can find a good one. Let's go to the daily chart right here. Hold on. So we have a 1 year daily. You have a trend line right here, and it's on a bigger time frame. This is the daily time frame. You can start from right here, and as you can see, it tapped it a couple times. I'm gonna change the color so you guys can actually see it. Sorry. So I'm gonna change the color to purple. I'm gonna make it a little bit thick so you guys can see. So as you can see, we got a trend line right there, right here. So price action tapped here, came down, retest that same trend line, came down, didn't go close to this trend line, and it finally broke. So it's not that hard, guys. It's very simple, and you guys can use this trend line to give you a benefit in terms of knowing when, or give you an idea of when to actually enter a trade. It's like this is a descending trend line, a descending resistant trend line. It's basically the flip side of the ascending. So once you know how to do the ascending in terms of going up, you can also do the descending, which is going down. It's the same thing. So this is the descending. You start from the top of the wick, came back down, retest the same one, and then it came back down again, came close to retesting it. This could have been an entry, possible entry, and then it came right back down and rejected it, and it started to go and fall and fall and continue. As you can see, price action did break above it, which will kind of technically say that the trend line is invalid, but it's still on a downtrend, but you have to redraw that new trend that it started. So it'll be right here. You'll start from the same point. Start from here, and the new higher high, that's where you draw your line to touch. Let's change the color. Purple, make it thick. And there you go, you got a second one. So this one is invalid. So this is no more. You don't need this no more. This one is invalid. So you just delete it, and then this will be your new one. And then eventually this one's become invalid because if you extend it to the right, price action got over it, and that will kind of signify that there might be a change in trend. So now you see it broke through, consolidate, and now it's trying to go up. So until you could draw a ascending trend line here, starting from either here and going all the way up. And price is starting to like respect it already. Let's use green for this one. Price is already starting to respect it, so you can say this is a valid one. See, price came up, tapped it, came down, price came close to it, and now it's coming down. So like I said, guy, these are stuff that I use to give me an edge, to kind of give me an idea of where price might reject or where price might actually bounce off of to make a possibly trade either to the long side or to the short side. So that's the end of the video, guys. Please like, share, comment, everything, all the good stuff. And thanks for tuning in. It's Key Life Trading. Peace.